What do George Washington, Martin Luther King, and Winston Churchill all have in common with a Winter Park man?
Well, they're all recipients of the Congressional Gold Medal. As West 2's Michelle Meredith reports, it's an extraordinary honor for an extraordinary man.
John Ronk Jr. is Central Florida's version of the Terminator. For starters, the Winter Park man is 103 years old. The secret to his longevity? You've been through so much.
Well, I drank an unnecessary amount of martinis or scotch. I ate good food.
But more impressive than his age is what he did in that century. John is a World War II vet, the only surviving Army Ranger officer who stormed Omaha Beach on D-Day.
Infantrymen who volunteered. It was more or less like the gladiators of Rome, we who are about to die type thing. And most of us knew it.
Were you scared?
No.
You were not scared?
No.
Why?
We were well trained. We knew what to expect.
After the war, he married, had 3 children, and continued in the military for decades. In that time, he served in another war, Vietnam.
Several times, artillery or rockets or bombs, or actually mortar fire more than anything else, hit fairly near me, knocked windows out where if I had been sitting in my chair, I would have been dead.
He rose to the rank of Major General, worked in the Pentagon, was awarded more medals that could fit in one frame, and managed to find time to get a degree in nuclear physics, which he considers to be no big deal.
That was before they started to put me to work.
And now the retired Major General is going to be awarded the Congressional Gold Medal. Former recipients include George Washington, Neil Armstrong, Rosa Parks, Thomas Edison.
You're so humble.
Oh no, I'm not humble. I'm just as much a braggart in my mind as anybody else. I just don't like to voice it.
Years of the finest service, years of the finest wisdom, now being honored with a medal given to the finest of company. Covering Orange County and Winter Park, Michelle Meredith, West 2 News.
The actual ceremony to honor the winners of the Congressional Gold Medal happened in June in Washington, D.C., but John wasn't in good enough health to attend. So in a special ceremony on the 17th, they will bring the medal to him.
That is amazing.